In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 4th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Miami Marlins. It's the last game of a 3-game set between National League rivals as the Colorado Rockies head down to South Beach for a Wednesday afternoon showdown against the Miami Marlins. Colorado managed to snag the first game of the series, but that win was largely thanks to the Marlins' struggles with runners in scoring position. Miami went just 3 for 16 in those situations, and that's not going to cut it, even against a Rockies team that's had its own issues at the plate. Quantrill, who had a rough start to the season, has actually turned things around lately, shaving almost 2.5 runs off his earned run average over his last 5 outings. Meanwhile, Freeland is still searching for his first win of the year, and the Rockies continue to have trouble putting runs on the board with any regularity. Looking back before this series, the Marlins had dominated the Rockies at Lone Depot Park, winning 4 straight matchups, including a 3-game sweep last season. In their last 10 meetings with Colorado pitchers, Miami has hit a strong .273 with a .729 OPS offensively. The Marlins have the edge, coming in at 12th in the majors with a .251 team batting average, while the Rockies sit dead last. The Rockies have been downright awful away from Coors Field, losing nearly 90% of their road games. They haven't won a road series in 2025 and were just swept by the Cubs in Chicago. Their offense sputtered in New York too, putting up only 7 runs in a 3-game set against the Mets. Colorado has dropped 8 of its last 9 games. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. Prior to this series, the last 3 meetings between these teams all went over the run total, with a combined 52 runs scored in their most recent 4-game series. Colorado has posted an ugly 5.32 earned run average and a 1.64 WHIP in their last 5 games against Miami. The opening game of this series also went over the total. The Marlins are capable of putting up runs in a hurry. They are in the top half of the league in several offensive categories, including 12th in batting average. Both clubs have struggled on the mound, with the Rockies owning the league's worst team earned run average at 5.55, so expect plenty of scoring chances throughout the game. Quantrill, in particular, has had a tough time against the Marlins, carrying an earned run average close to 6 over 11 appearances. All signs point to a high-scoring contest in Miami on Wednesday. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. The 2 National League Central rivals are set to square off in Cincinnati on Wednesday afternoon. The Brewers have been red hot lately, but questions remain about Hall, who's only pitched 5.1 innings so far this season. The Reds, on the other hand, have struggled to put together a consistent winning streak, but Abbott has been outstanding on the mound. Over his last 32.2 innings, he's allowed just 22 hits and 2 earned runs, a remarkable stretch. At home, Abbott has thrown 25.2 innings with a sparkling 1.05 earned run average and has held opponents to a .207 batting average. He's pitching like an all-star, and Cincinnati is 7-2 when he gets the start. With a quick turnaround between games, I'm siding with the home team and the pitcher who's in better form. The odds for this pick seem like a steal. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. Both matchups in this series so far have finished under the total, and that's the direction I'm leaning in again. Abbott would be ranked second in the league in earned run average if he had enough innings to qualify, and he's surrendered just 1 run over his last 3 outings. Hall has looked solid in limited action, giving up a single run in 5 1/3 innings, but he hasn't been stretched out and likely won't go deep into the game. That means the Brewers bullpen, which sits 20th in the majors in bullpen earned run average, will be called on early. Neither team has been lighting it up offensively in this series, and I expect that trend to continue. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox are hoping to avoid a sweep at Fenway Park as they host the Los Angeles Angels on Wednesday afternoon. Boston has underperformed this season, but this matchup gives them a solid opportunity to pick up a win. Lucas Giolito, who starts for the Red Sox, has pitched decently, while Jose Soriano has struggled for the Angels, posting a 6.94 earned run average over 11.2 innings so far this year. Boston's lineup should be able to take advantage of Soriano's struggles, get on the board early, and secure a high-scoring win before heading to New York to face the Yankees over the weekend. As our first pick for this matchup, the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. The over looks promising in this spot since both Soriano and Giolito have had their share of rough outings this year. Both teams' offenses have been producing, and with Soriano's high earned run average and the Red Sox's tendency to play in high-scoring games, there's a strong chance for plenty of runs on the board. The Angels have hit the over in 31 of their 59 games this season, while the Red Sox have done so in 28 of 62, but Soriano's vulnerability makes the over an appealing play here. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Astros versus Pittsburgh Pirates. In Wednesday afternoon interleague action, the Houston Astros and Pittsburgh Pirates will close out their series at PNC Park. There's a pretty clear gap between these two lineups, and that alone should tell you plenty about this matchup. Offensively, the Astros are operating at a much higher level, ranking 13th in the league with a .711 team OPS, while the Pirates lag behind at 27th with a .646 OPS. The difference extends to the bullpens. Houston's relievers have posted a 3.53 earned run average, good for 10th in the majors, while Pittsburgh's bullpen sits down at 21st with a 4.46 earned run average. Houston is coming in hot, having won 7 of their last 10 games, so there's good reason to expect them to keep rolling here. I'm not thrilled about backing Gusto, who's been hit hard lately, allowing 17 hits and 11 earned runs in his last 12 innings. The Astros have dropped each of his last 5 starts. Still, it's tough to get behind the Pirates, and Burrows hasn't shown much either. He's given up 9 hits and 8 earned runs in just 8.1 innings this year, and for his MLB career, he's allowed 11 hits and 9 earned runs in 11.2 innings. The pitching matchup is rough on both sides, but Houston is simply the better team by a wide margin. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the total, the Astros have played under in 3 of their last 5 games, and the Pirates have gone under in 2 of their last 3. Houston is averaging 4.05 runs per game and managed just 2 runs per game over their last 3 contests. They're hitting .254 against right-handed pitchers and will be facing a starter who surrendered 4 runs in his only home outing. The Pirates, meanwhile, are putting up just 3.23 runs per game and have averaged 3.67 in their last 3. They're batting .229 against righties and will see a starter who's allowed 4 runs in his last 3 road starts. With both teams struggling to put up big numbers lately, I don't see this one turning into a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Washington Nationals. The Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals continue their 3-game set on Wednesday evening in D.C. The Cubs are piling up wins, but a closer look at their schedule shows they've had it relatively easy lately. Their last 6 series have all come against teams with losing records, including the Marlins and Rockies. Meanwhile, the Nationals are heating up, having taken 4 of their last 5 games, with recent series wins over the Mariners and Diamondbacks. The pitching matchup features lefties Matthew Boyd for Chicago and Mackenzie Gore for Washington. Boyd has been inconsistent, allowing 3 runs to the White Sox and 4 runs in 4 innings against the Reds in 2 of his last 3 starts. On the other side, Gore has been tough to crack at home, boasting a 2.64 earned run average and holding opponents to a .165 batting average at Nationals Park this season. He's allowed 2 or fewer runs in 4 of his last 5 outings. Given Gore's dominance at home and the plus money payout available, it's hard to pass up the Nationals here, especially with Cubs outfielder Kyle Tucker still listed as day-to-day, which could impact Chicago's offense. As our first pick for this matchup, the Washington Nationals money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been putting up big numbers at the plate. The Cubs lead MLB in runs scored and have crossed the plate 51 times in their last 6 road games. However, Gore has struggled against Chicago in his career, carrying a 5.24 earned run average in 4 starts versus the Cubs. The Nationals' offense is also rolling, with 39 runs in their last 5 games. Chicago's pitching has been shaky on the road, giving up 34 runs in their last 6 away contests. The over has hit in 5 of the Nationals' last 6 games. With both lineups hot and some vulnerability on the mound, this one sets up for a high-scoring affair. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.